Hello students, today we are going to discuss the next topic in chapter 3, the criteria for the recognition of fault in the field. So before that you have to understand how they are caused, the causes of the faulting. Faults may occur due to the various causes. Among them, the tectonic causes are mainly responsible not only for most of the faults but also for the faults of the greater magnitude. Okay. You also have to understand that it may be recollected that faults develop mainly due to shear and sliding failures, which will result from the tectonic forces. So it is a natural that compression and tensional forces be mutually interlinked, because if in one part of the crust there is compression, in the adjacent there will be tension. Let me repeat. It may be recollected that faults develop mainly due to shear and sliding failures. Mainly due to shear and sliding failures resulting from the tectonic forces. Resulting from the tectonic forces. But it is very natural that compression and tensional forces be mutually interlinked. Okay? It is natural that compression and tensional forces be mutually interlinked, are mutually interlinked. Okay? How? Because if in one part of the crust there is compression, because if in one part of the crust there is compression, then the adjacent part will have tension. Part will be in tension. Okay, both are interlinked. You also have to understand that in addition to these main causes, sometimes the formation of magnetic intrusions such as bismuths may also contribute to faulting, though on a very small scale. But local settlements under the influence of gravity may also cause minor faulting. You have to understand this point. Let me repeat. Local settlements under the influence of gravity may also cause minor faulting. Okay? May also cause minor faulting. This is again the figure which is revising the all parts of the faults. This is a hanging wall. This is a strike slip faulting. This is a again hanging wall. Okay, this is a dip. Please revise the figure. Coming to the effects of faulting, the faulting phenomenon mainly produces the dislocations in the lithology and also the topography. But they offer evidences to recognize the faults in also the field. They give some evidences. Okay, proper geological investigation followed by the mapping will enable one to detect the occurrence of the faults in any region or any area. Okay. Also, topographical evidences include various surface features like offset ridges, parallel deflection of valley, reversal of drainage, straight reverse courses, and a straight and steep coastal lines. Here I have told evidences. What are those? Let me repeat. Topographical evidences include various surface features, various surface features like offset ridges, parallel deflection of valley, reversal of drainage, and a straight and steep coastal lines. Okay, and a straight and steep coastal lines. These are all the evidences. Okay, see, we have taken Australian plate and Pacific plate. This is the effect of alpine fault. Okay, thank you.